Hi, my name's Robert Pinkava, and I decided to do a video instead of writing the paper. For my interview, I interviewed a man named Paul Day. He's a senior financial educator over at Michigan State's Federal Credit Union, and his main area of focus is educating people on personal finance. So he goes out into the community teaching people personal finance at local schools. He even comes over to MSU and teaches. So he teaches the students about strategies for saving, teaches them about credit, and also teaches them about identity theft protection. He said three of the biggest mistakes he sees in his profession are people do not fully understand credit cards, so they will lower their credit scores. Um, People do not save at all if they can't save a lot. So if someone could only save 20 bucks, they'd rather just take that 20 bucks in saving. He said that's not a good thing to do. And also, people do not take the necessary steps to secure themselves from identity theft. And as far as advice for college students specifically, Paul said three pieces of advice he would give are use your credit cards the right way because employers are starting to look at credit scores as like an extra precaution before hiring. It shows kind of what kind of person you are. Also, he said maintain good grades along with your credit scores because that'll look good to possible employers. And lastly, students who have financial aid returns, think of them as free money, and it's really not free money, it's just adding on to your loans. So the best thing to do is just take that financial aid return and just put it back towards your loan, take a little bit off your loan so you don't owe as much. So as far as his educational background, he graduated from MSU in 2004 with a degree in journalism, which is a little bit weird, but I'm going to explain why he got into personal finance. But he got a degree in journalism because he wanted to be a sports writer. But when he graduated, he wanted to work with the community. So for a little bit, he started a Boys and Girls Club and ran that for a little while before he got his job at the credit union. And while working at the credit union, he also served as an editor for an app. He used his journalism skills and communication skills to put together posts of articles and videos, just educating people on personal finance. So that's basically how his journalism ultimately turned into teaching about personal finance. And doing this interview was actually very helpful as far as learning about personal finance, just those few pieces of advice he gave to college students. And also, it was nice being able to work on my communication skills, talking to people out in the real world, and I learned some valuable advice. I'm glad I did the interview, and it was really helpful.